What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to our Assassin's Creed Origins playthrough. We are back, probably just gonna finish up the Animus Guide files today. And then, I think we are, going to head back and finish up that side quest for Phanos the Younger. I want to quickly apologize. I know I was reading super fast in the last episode, simply because it's exhausting to read this much. And I've got another 10 to read here. So without further ado, let's get into it. Here's the Animus, powered by Abstergo, the journey through time of a journey through time. Interesting. Introduction. DNA is more than pure genetic information. It also contains zettabytes of factual and historical data, which we now call genetic memories. The initial goal of the Animus project was to explore those genetic memories via virtual reality. Breakthrough discoveries allowed the technology to become a way for Abstergo users to actually interface with history and explore what was once thought lost forever. The Animus software is adaptive, so as the memories unfold, the programs adapt subtly to render a customized experience within the framework's boundaries. The experience unravels in the user's conscience. It unlocks his reflexes and skills the body was unknowingly hiding. The Animus is just a window to the past, a door to the future. Is a window to the past, a door to the future. Join us as we revisit just how this journey came to be. Where it all started. It was Philadelphia in 1795 that Philip Singh Physic performed the first human blood transfusion in the history of medicine. The idea of transporting blood from one body to another fascinated the distinguished surgeon, but what he found exceeded his expectations. Fearing the scientific community would not be ready for such revelations, he gave his unpublished paper to his colleague and friend Benjamin Rush. Physics knowledge was all but lost into Pauling, financed by the Rockefeller Foundation, started researching the restricted archives of the Library Company of Philadelphia and found the physics paper that had secretly been preserved by Rush. Pauling's work on the hemoglobin structure, which was loosely borrowed from physics lost paper, paved the way for his triple and double helix discoveries. Number 4. Abstergo's interest. Clinton B. Rosenberg, Ph.D., was hired by Abstergo to keep a very close watch on Dr. Pauling's work on DNA structure. Reported his findings directly to the director of Abstergo Chemical. The relationship eventually turned sour, but the information gathered proved essential to Warren Vidick's Animus project. Sorry if I'm slurring and stuttering, that's just from all this reading, and reading rather fast. Early prototype, Abstergo's early prototype. Various concepts for an Animus prototype came from Abstergo Chemicals and appeared in 1960 under the guise of the Memoriam S2000. Very little was achieved, and the prototype hardly left the drawing board, although some arrangements were made with the U.S. Army to test the Memoriam through Project MK Ultra. First explorations. 1980 was the year when Warren Vidick was finally able to say mission accomplished. First users were launched in a series of genetic memory explorations with varying results. In San Francisco, the Surrogate Initiative allowed Subject 0, Eileen Bach, to explore memories outside of the subject's own bloodline, but it turned out to be as dangerous as it was costly. Memories Project is focused on allowing users to explore their own genetic memories. Even though the process was painful, it was somewhat safer and showed great promise for the future. Vidick's team at the Abstergo facility in Philadelphia were able to prove this in 1983 using the latest Animus 1.09 in Subject 4's genetic memories. Alright, number 6. The Golden Years. More stable than ever before, and with greater control over the well-documented bleeding effect, the Animus 1.28 was developed by the Abstergo facility in Philadelphia in 2002. If the design has evolved over the last 10 years, the technology remained basically the same. It's true few subjects were able to fully experience the simulations, and those who did could only visit their own genetic memories. The work accomplished by subjects 4 through 17 and later by all participants in the enemy training program was critical for the development of Animus technology and for all of Abstergo Industries' endeavors. Number 7. Animus for All. Building on the progress made by the Animus project teams in Philadelphia. Abstergo Entertainment Division introduces a revolutionary system called the Animus Omega, a game console granting anyone, anywhere, unprecedented access to a variety of pre-recorded genetic memories. Helix later introduced a similar experience through a cloud-based service, eliminating the need for a console altogether. Of course, simulations offered to the general public are only a fraction of what can be experienced through a genuine Animus system, and allow for limited user interaction, but the technology gains in popularity and global interest soars. Alright, give me a few minutes here. About that brief delay, my Wi-Fi was sputtering a bit. I'll add a couple minutes onto the episode as a result. Apologies. Reaching new heights with the Eddy. Based on VR research, the Animus project teams realized they could maximize the efficiency of the Animus and even harness the bleeding effect, where immersion and physicality are combined. Biotechnologies played a critical role in creating the epidural system used by Airy Animus. The visceral nature of the experience drove synchronization levels to new heights, allowing for S-range genetic memory exploration never seen before. Let me see if it means S-range. For a range it's not an S, it's supposed to be an A. Drove synchronization levels to new heights, allowing for a range genetic memory exploration never seen before. Instead of trying to contain the bleeding effect, the area unleashes it and uses its potential to blur the lines between the user's reality and the simulation they're engaged in. The area can only be used in a controlled medical environment. So I just realized there's some pictures, so I want to see if there are any pictures, just in case I missed some. So yeah, looks like I missed some stuff. August 14th, 1952, Mr. Director, as requested, I'm keeping you abreast of Dr. Pauling's latest findings. Please find that an article slated for PNAs enclosed which proposed a structural model for deoxyribonucleic acid. I will spare the details, but you find his triple helix model made of 3 intertwined strands of DNA to be highly elegant. It rivals his early work on protein structures. I believe Abstergo chemicals should pay special attention to the evolution of DNA science, as it will likely unlock the very secrets of life. Please note, I would be more than willing to play a more direct role to direct Dr. Pauling's research efforts if you wish me to. In the meantime, I want to thank you for trusting me with the business of the Foundation. I am honored to facilitate the work of such brilliant scientists. Kind regards, Clinton B. Rosenberg. Alright, December 18th, 1984. Mr. Director, I don't when I get lost in senior moments, I wonder if you ever existed at all. I'm just so tired. I think my time here is coming to an end. Sequencing whole genomes in a matter of weeks now. Under phenomenal pressure to reduce delays further and ship everything to this man Vidic. We truly are nothing more than an assembly line at this point. What a waste. I'm not stupid, you know. Even this old man has realized our masters are after something of utmost importance hidden in the human genome. They spare no expense to provide my kids with the most advanced technology to increase productivity. Like everyone here, I've heard the most preposterous rumors about Vidic's Animus project, that memories of someone's ancestors are encoded in one's genes. Abstergo believes that claptrap explains why so many millions of dollars keep pouring in here. It just makes no sense. To top it off, I never found another sample of triple helix DNA. My life's obsession is all for naught. So long, my friend Clinton B. Rosenberg. Alright. I think that's what I just read. So this is the early Animus by Abstergo from 2000. It's the Memoriam S2000, I mean. So actually this is more from the 1950s. That'd explain it. First explorations. Computing makes mind reading possible. Abstergo's Industry Incorporated, MS-3000. Alright. ABS MLog. Classified. CNX for measurement. Always keep critical information separate. I assume I just saw that. The Golden Years. That's the Animus. Alright, and then here's an Animus for all. So I assume this is what you could play. I see a red coat, some French revolutionaries. Interesting. Alright, and finally, high tech meets high mobility. Portable Animus HR8 is Abstergo's latest innovation. It channels the power of the Eri in a single compact suitcase that allows dedicated professionals to use the unit in the field. Previous operations sometimes required delicate extractions or placed some genetic memories out of our reach. With a minimal medical support, technicians can now use the system for their own explorations, or explorations ran on selected persons of interest in the comfort of their surroundings. For safety purposes, the epidural connection has been replaced with a hematological link. Sequences the information stored in the user's red blood cells. Like any intravenous intervention, the result is fast, intense, and intertwined with the user's biological functions. Just like the Eri, the simulation is not transmitted to the user's brain. It is physically rendered through the user's organs, and interrupted by interpreted as by the brain as being real. And here it is. That seems easy enough. Alrighty, so I think that's everything for now. Let me quickly just interact with that thing. Looks a little creepy. Alright, so as I've said before, we are in the Qatar Depression, which I believe is the end game for the AC Origins. Or for this game, I should say. And this is also where we died.
Good job, Layla.
As Bayek, without further ado, let's head down here because I really want to see the Bayek's mummy. So here he is. Lid pulled off to show us.
Come forth by day, and I will guide you home.
Who are you talking to?
Bayek's mummy.
Real chatterbox, that one.
And then down here is Aya's mummy. But I'm not gonna go look at that because too much work. Alright, without further ado, let's re-enter the Animus. Yes, I do want to return to the Animus. The death business of Memphis, sacred city run by a hierarchy of priests, was set up for business. Pilgrims bought miniature mummified animals like hawks and crocodiles to take home. In Alexandria, scholars were highly regarded. In the rest of the Hellenistic world, not so much. One expression, he's either dead or off teaching somewhere. See rebels or civilians in need, help them out and they will reward you, which we've seen. Beware of tombs. Watch out for snakes while exploring tombs. Yes, it had to be snakes. That's funny. Alright. So that's all of the hints. A couple of interesting reading things. I hope I don't have to read too much more, because that was a lot of reading in the last, what, 50 odd minutes? More or less? Let me check. Alright, so let's go get that guy. And then we'll finish up the video here. That should be enough time. So I assume that guy's gonna go through with it. Good. He's running. Coward. Let's run off. Well, one of them's gonna pay the price. The other one's gonna escape, of course. Oh my god, these light bows are so freaking annoying because they're little pinpricks. And of course, the patrol leader's gonna run. Convoy leader, whatever he is. Oops, sorry. That's an interesting color. Huh. I didn't realize that they had dresses with multiple dyes at this time. I always thought it was just one set color. But I assume that's just what the game's showing. Alright, so. Hey, Serapis, Ptolemaic God. Alright, so. Ooh. Royal Palace. Looks like it.
Must be careful now.
Got its guards back. I'm just gonna ride my horse through here like a maniac. Because why not? Where you wanna go, stupid archer? Alright, well, I'm gone. Wait, where's my horse? My horses run off. Alright, well, it's time to call a camel. And my camel has magically appeared. Alright, so I'm just gonna run through here. Guards be darned. Who cares, really? They're literally just paper targets. Well, I don't think anyone's gonna be bothered by me riding my camel except for that one guy who saw me. Yeah, we finished up the royal palace. Let's just run through here. Dude, why'd you bow bash me? Now I have to go kill you. Well, I don't have to, but I want to. In revenge for your insolence, or I'll just escape. Looks like it's a mini reef here. Makes sense, there are reefs on the Dead Sea and such. So I'm just gonna swim underwater to avoid Hey dude, can I get on your boat and maybe assassinate you? Nope. Had to be harder than that. Let's also get Euro loot. And now let's return to Phanos the Younger, the psychopath who set us up for this quest. Well, it's not like anyone's gonna find us and kill us for wiping out a couple garrisons. I just realized I'm gonna have to climb up here. So never mind my poor camel. Just stay wherever you are, because I'm gonna have to climb up the walls into the garden. Quite annoying. Alright, actually this may not be a garden, it may be like a library or a temple. Oh yeah, I think this is Tomb of Alexander the Great, yeah. Sorry about that. Still fighting off that cold. So I have like little coughs and hiccups and sneezes. Alright, now let's see. Dang it, they're going the wrong way. They're going the wrong way. If they were coming this way, I'd gladly take one of them out and steal a horse. Oh, they're heading to the Acre garrison, are they not? Or wait, no, Acre garrison's over there. I assume this is like the road to the harbor. Let me see. Let me check the map to be sure. Yeah, this is the road to the harbor. So let's see. We've done everything in Alexandria now. I'm not going to avenge Swollen Wish. I'm not feeling up to doing that for just 250 XP. I have too much to do today. And then, I'm probably going to end this here. Oh, hello. I didn't realize I was walking in on something. Apologies. Thanos the Younger's just running around.
Bayek, you have returned! Is it done? Are the streets free for the Alexandrian poets to spread our revolution?
I have dealt with all of Gennadios Phylakitai, Phanos.
Bayek, you are a poet of the kill!
Fill the city with your words.
I love you, Bayek of Siwa. You will be remembered more than any Magi in history.
Magi? So, that's gonna get us the ability to purchase materials now. Alrighty, let's get that skill point. And then the next skill point is gonna be the Overpower Ultra, because it's useful. Alright, so we got a new mount. We got the Bassus mount. Interesting. And a ranged bow that is working. Neth's Observer. The M. Kent. Oh, I literally have both hunter bows equipped. Let's use that hunter. Or let's switch it. I want that to do the Neth's Observer. Okay. Let's do that. Then let's head down. And then let's do big game boat. There we go. Now we have everything done. Yeah, we got the Bassus mount. Okay, well, that convoy can leave, I guess. I don't know. Alright. So let me see. I think that's gonna be all for today. We did a whole lot of reading. Really exhausted me. And I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna head to Canopus and we're going to do that question mark. And then this question mark up here. Let's actually head for the Hippodrome. We'll do we'll do that question mark, then fast travel over here to do this question mark, and then head down here to the very edges of Canopus Nome, and do this question mark, which is some kind of treasure, the Hungry River side quest, and then these two side quests, or these two question marks. Thank you guys all for watching. I will see you guys all next time. Bye-bye.